Actually unreal that my mic the default mic is not the default mic on my setup. Unreal. Crazy. This is the worst stream ever. You blew it. I blew it. I had a great intro. Everybody. Oh my God. Unreal. Actually unreal. Wasn't even looking at the chat. Hit the like button, guys, because I am a potato over there. But Sexy Dexy Lawrence out there traded by the New York Giants to the Cincinnati Bengals. This is the first time we have seen a player traded straight up for a top 10 pick since the Vikings traded Randy Moss to the Oakland Raiders for the number 7 overall pick. Of course, my mock draft is in shambles now as soon as I put it out, even though we did a pretty good job watching. What's up? I know you guys were telling me. I thought you guys were talking early when I wasn't on. I just looked at the chat. Unreal, guys. Unreal. I can't believe it. What are we doing here? We're losing everybody. But appreciate everybody stopping by. Because I'm a potato, let's unpotato. We got mock drafts to run. We got to talk about a lot of stuff. We have NBA playoffs. We have NHL playoffs. The Lakers about to put away the Rockets up 12. No Kevin Durant tonight. But Fishing, Flame, Zay, Zin, Dakota, Andrea, Keyman. Gang, what's up? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But hope everyone's having a good week. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday. We have so much to talk about. So much to talk about now. What a just like kill the vibe over here. Elevator, happy Saturday. Love my lights. Appreciate that. Bengals got a steal. Happy for Sexy Dexy. Depends on how the Bengals treat him. True. What are the Bengals going to do? They're just going to argue over a contract over the next 2 years for Dexter Lawrence. It kind of makes sense, though. There was no good D tackle in this draft, and I think that's more of a position of need. The Bengals probably would have screwed up pick number 10, even though I had them getting Ruben Bain, which I think is a good pick. I think Ruben Bain might slide into that 3 technique in the NFL with his stubby arms. Incredibly strong. Maybe the strongest defensive lineman in the draft. Just a great against the run. So there's a whole lot there. My Red Sox are garbage. True, Keyman. True. Yankees are only semi-garbage. Bengals to the Super Bowl now. Fishing is happy. Heard rumors Lawrence was going to the Vikings. I don't think so. I never had Lawrence on my radar. I'm good. I'd rather pick at 18. It's good because that means Jonathan Grenard, if he's going to get traded, is going to be a first-round pick. Name your favorite NFL, college football, NBA, and MLB team. Mine is the Badgers, Packers, Brewers, and Bucks. Well, you are a Wisconsin guy. Elevator, happy Saturday. Let's see. My favorite team is the Minnesota Vikings in the NFL. College football is unfortunately the Texas A&M Aggies. Thanks and gig 'em. I am an alum. For the NBA, I am a piece of shit Sixers fan, and for the MLB, I am a New York Yankees fan. For the NHL, I root for the Colorado Avalanche. I have an explanation on all my teams, but it's all whatever out there. Bengals not making the Super Bowl. Maybe, Zay. Maybe. But it definitely is an upgrade. I think Dexter Lawrence is better than any person they could have taken with the 10th overall pick. Instantly. Evil, the Vikings can fix Riley Leonard. Maybe. I don't know. What's up? Look at it. I scheduled 30 minutes early, and you're here right on time. I hope you're happy. I was at the Red Sox game today as the Tigers fan. The one Tigers fan, Andrea. But nice to the Tigers. I'm assuming the Tigers won today. The Red Sox walked off the Tigers last night. But assuming they won today. It was a 1-0 walk-off in extras last night. Cardinals doing good. Yes, the Cardinals are doing good. They are not bad. They are doing good. Jets going to draft future All-Pro linebacker Anthony Hill Jr. Anthony Hill Jr., not that guy. Quit, didn't play in the A&M game, kind of undersized, second-round pick guy. But the Jags don't have a first-round pick. I don't know if he's going to be there at 56 either. NHL is Buffalo for me. There you go. The Sabres in the playoffs. My Wild crush tonight. Yes, Evil. Wild looked great 6-1 tonight against the Stars. I'm rooting for the Wild because I think the Avalanche have a better matchup against the Wild than they do the Stars. But just had to get one game in Dallas, and they got one game in Dallas. If the Tigers, they're just still salty about when Poppy dominated them in the playoffs. He did hit that one ball that one time. Probably should have been caught. I'm pretty sure the cop interfered with them. Diavs, you're going to have to do a lot more than stop the best offense in hockey. I need the Stars to win. Avalanche do not want to see the Stars in the second round. That's for sure. Even though Peter Laviolette is gone for your bracket, it's fair. It's bullshit. The 3 best teams in the West, probably the 3 best teams in hockey, play each other in the first 2 rounds. Flyers beat the Penguins 3-1. Keyman is a Flyers fan over a Penguins fan as a Steelers fan. Kind of all over the place in the state of Pennsylvania. But yes, Flyers, big road win tonight. All right, let's run a mock. Let's run a first-round mock. Sabre Stars in the finals. Oh, my God. Caps fan, they unfortunately missed the playoffs, but you were just rooting for the Flyers. Caps fan, but you're rooting for the Flyers. I guess I would hate the Penguins, too, if I was a Caps fan. Blues are so ass, I give up on hockey. Yeah, the Blues were not great this year. Not great. But they won a Stanley Cup 7 years. They won a Stanley Cup in 2019. It's hard to complain. They didn't even really have that good of a team that won the Stanley Cup. They just had a great run. Let's mock, boys and gals. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Get us out into the algorithm. Share it with your friends. Hit that sub button if you're new here. We got daily sports content. Guys, we will be live for the entirety of the first round of the NFL draft next Thursday. I don't even know what time the draft starts. When does the NFL draft start? Like what time? Start time. NFL draft start time. 8 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be live 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be live at the start of round one. We'll be live for the entire first round of the NFL draft. And maybe if we're lucky, if I decide to, I'm still on the fence, we may be live for the entirety of the second, third round, and for the, Saturday stream. 72-hour stream like I promised. 7,200-hour stream like I promised. I don't know about that. I have a lot going on with that. Plus, so the draft is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I will be at a baseball game in the great state of Texas in the Arlington area Tuesday and Wednesday. So I got hooked up. You know, the New York Yankees took care of your boy for one of the games. So I'm going to have some content for that. But I'll be at the baseball game Tuesday and Wednesday. So I don't know what my status is going to be. Might have to take it a little bit easy. Maybe have to cut it off. Maybe we'll do a Friday night stream as well for the first, second, and third rounds. We'll see how it goes. Play by ear. There is a lot of sports, a lot of playoff basketball. The Nuggets beat the Wolves today. All my teams play tomorrow in basketball. I'm not expecting much from the Sixers. I'm just happy they made the playoffs. And the Avalanche better dominate. I want the Kings done in it. Worst 5, I hope, for a sweep. Should be a sweep. But you don't have friends, you have us, bro. We're your friends. Ruka Ochoro is going to be an all-pro DT now that he's with Coach Camp. Is that the guy from Nigeria? Is that the guy from Nigeria who's, like, never played football, who's, like, the craziest athlete ever? I don't know who that is, Gail. But he sounds like the guy from Nigeria. No, I've never say the Ravens. Zay, how do you think about the new uniforms? Give me a uniform update. Give me a uniform update on the Ravens. I'm a big fan. I mean, the jersey's kind of stupid and lame, like they didn't do shit. I fucking love that gray helmet. We talked about this last year. The purple helmet, they got the purple helmet with the regular Ravens logo. They couldn't get the whatever copyrighted logo. I like the Ravens helmet with the regular Ravens logo. That fucking gray helmet with the black Raven with the red eyes. Awesome helmet. That's like a top 10 helmet. Might be a top 5 helmet in the NFL instantly. It's only 300 days. Thanks, Eve. 7,200 hours. Thanks for doing the math. But big fan of the Ravens uniforms. The Rams, like, the worst logo. Worst logo. Worst, like, they did nothing. Like, the uniforms are slightly better. Just horrible by the Rams. Commanders, like, I'm a big fan of they go back to the Redskins jerseys. They want to be the Redskins. I kind of liked the W logo with the spear, but the spear was apparently wrong against the fucking W. It was all fucked up. Whatever, the black jerseys look clean. So Redskins get Commanders get like a B for me. Titans, we saw, hate the logo, love the uniforms. They shouldn't be the Oilers, but they're going back to the Oilers colors. They're better than the Navy uniform. So good job by the Oilers, Commanders, Titans, whoever the fuck plays in Tennessee football. Who else got new uniforms? Anybody else get new uniforms out there? Am I missing anybody? Titans, Redskins, Commanders. Rams were stupid. Oh, the Falcons. Oh my God, the Falcons were terrible. Nothing. Awful from the Falcons. And we still have a bunch of new Rivals uniforms. The AFC South and the NFC North are getting their Rivals uniforms for this year, so we still have 8 more uniforms coming out. I'm expecting new jerseys and new helmets for all 8 of those teams. I'll be interested to see what the Jaguars look like. The Jaguars can do a lot of cool stuff. The Texans can do cool stuff with the red. The Vikings, the Packers, the Bears, the Lions can all do great stuff with their jerseys. A lot of good color combinations. Bears probably going to go orange. I imagine the Packers do something like rainbow colored and pride flag. The Vikings, I'm hearing, like, are black potentially, like black jerseys with a purple horn. Lions could do that Honolulu blue, something cool with that, maybe some silver. I don't know, but that's a good one. Love them. Order the black ones. Yes. Bengals have the best helmets in the NFL. Bengals have a top 3 helmet. I'm not going to argue that. Bengals have great helmets. Rams logo ass. I agree. LeBron will play 2 more years. I don't know about that. 1 more year, but the Lakers officially pick up the dub. Big win for the Lakes. Redskins and Ravens, best ones to come out. Redskins coming back. I hope. New Jersey, ew. Not New Jersey's, not New Jersey. What about the Bills ones? The gray ones? They announced gray jerseys? I didn't see the Bills announce new gray ones. I didn't see that. Falcons, yes. Falcons, trash. Bengals get no new uniform, but they have the toughest toughs. I mean, the white Bengals are great. This is the first time in 20 years Ravens did home and away new jerseys. Yeah, and they really, to be fair, like, they didn't really do too much. They changed the number. I think the numbers and the collars are the biggest changes, right? Like, they added the Ravens wings. I like the Ravens wings, especially on the white jersey with the purple Ravens wings. The numbers kind of look meh. It's a leak. Okay, bet. I need to beat. Whoa, you need to beat little kids on Madden. I thought you were a little kid, bro. But yeah, so there's a lot to talk about. I'm excited. It's draft week almost. Technically, it's Saturday. By the end of tonight, it'll be draft week. So let's mock. Let's do a full first round mock. If you guys haven't seen my video, I still think my video applies. I think number 1 pick, Sonny Styles, no. But people like Sonny Styles. I still think my draft video applies very well. Obviously, things have changed. I'm about to pin a comment here. I still think the Giants could take like a guy like Reuben Bain Jr. Now, are they going to? Probably not. Trade McCarthy for a backup janitor. They're not trading McCarthy, but I heard McCarthy for a second-round pick from L.A. I know you take that in a second. I think the biggest move here is Cleveland may not slide out of 6 now. Cleveland wants to get out of 6. They're going to miss out on the offensive lineman if they slide out of 6. Chris, hello. I think this hurts. Honestly, the Giants really kind of cucked the Cowboys here. So I had the Cowboys trending up to number 6 in the draft. So let's run through. This is my mock draft that I had. If you guys missed the video, please watch it. I go in depth on this. So this is the mock draft I have. First and second pick are a lock. Mendoza, Bailey. Lock it up, boys. Hold up. Let's get this a little bit better. I want you boys to see a little bit better. All right. Boys and gals. Giants pick Styles at 5 and Downs at 10. So here's the problem. Here comes the trade out thing. I think they're going offensive lineman at 10 now. And the Baltimore added and taking the Raven off the jersey. Yeah, the Baltimore logo on the side piece, the shield with the B. I saw that. There you go. I agree. Cardinals trade their pick. So this is what I had. So I had the Cardinals trading their pick. Obviously, the Giants. The Giants could. So this is guys. This is what I think could happen. So we can go here and here. Could we go here? We could go like here and here. Giants could slide up here. Giants can make sure they get Sonny Styles. Cuck the Titans. Oh, they took the Ravens name off the chest. The little thing. Downs ain't getting to 10. I think that's where the problem. I take a used sponge for McCarthy. That's a little aggressive, Evil. Where's he going then? So here. So, actually, let me undo this. Can I undo this? Can I undo the trade? Oh, I already did the trade. It's permanent. All right. All right, guys. So here's what I had. So we can do what I had. This is what I had pre-trade. Here's the problem. I can't redo pre-trade. So basically, I had the Cowboys moving up to I had Mendoza. I had Bailey. Those seem to be the first 2 picks. Hello, Chris. We're about to break down. This really impacts the Cowboys. I see your Cowboy picture. But welcome. So Mendoza, Bailey seem to be the first 2 picks. Cardinals want to trade out here. They want Maui Noah. They really can't. They really don't want to take him at 3. I had the Saints coming up and getting David Arvell Reese. I think that's a big Saints move. Saints have traded up in 8 of the last 16 first rounds. So the Saints have no problem moving up in the first round. Then I had the Titans waffling back and forth between Styles and Love, and I think they ultimately settle on Jeremiah Love. Giants take Sonny Styles. Then I had the Cowboys trading up to 6 to get Caleb Downs. That was the move there. I had Jets trading up with Washington from 16 to get Carnell Tate. Cardinals at number 8, traded with the Saints. They take Francis Mauigoa. They're very happy with that. Gives them a little bit of ammo to move back into the first round. I have them trading back into the first round for pick number 30. I had the Chiefs taking Delane over Bain, and then I had the Bengals taking Bain, the leftovers for that. So things are now up in the air. I think this really hurts the Cowboys. I think that's the biggest problem we're going to see here with the new draft. So Mendoza goes 1. Fernando's done. Done deal. Great for him. Everything we hear, everything we've seen. That black jersey I ordered, Rashad Bateman, Kyle Hamilton, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, and Mike Green. Or Jesus, Say. You ordered the whole kit and caboodle of them. Jesus. You got everybody. Do you have a custom one? Do you have a custom Ravens jersey? It should just say Zay the man. Number 1 Ravens fan in Colombia. Number 1 Ravens fan in South America. Something cool like that. You could probably be like win one of those NFL fan competitions. Like they love the international shit. You should really apply. Post a video. You're our guy. I want you to win. Who's Mike Green? Pass rusher from Marshall. Plays for the Ravens. Only own a Joe Burrow jersey, and that's it. I have a Joe Burrow jersey too. Jordan Love jersey. Ew. It's okay, Flame. Nobody's perfect. So David Bailey seems to be all the buzz. I trust my reporting. Ian Rappaport, Daniel Jeremiah, David Bailey. Don't worry about the non-visit. They unscheduled the visit. Don't worry about that. It's going to be David Bailey. Best draft. That might be a reach. He had the best production. I don't know if he was the best pass rusher ultimately in last year's class. Last year's class was kind of weird. It's not Reese. It's David Bailey. Bailey is the solid, safer of the 2 picks. They're going Bailey. I had the Cardinals trading out. I still think the Cardinals can trade out here, but this is where things get zesty. This is where the Cowboys can make a move. This is where Dallas can get aggro, but I don't think the Cardinals want to go back that far. So I think this is what happens. I think the Giants go here. Hold on, we're the New York Football Giants. There's the New York Football Giants. It's the New England Patriots. Where's the Giant? Where the fuck are the Giants? Do they actually want to trade? No. Okay. Oh, it's in a pick order. So 5 and 3, and how about 105? Whatever. 37. It might be 37. Let's force this trade. Giants trade up. It's not super expensive. They draft Sonny Styles over Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese still on the board. OJ, what's up? Cardinals should trade the pick. Suck this year and then get the QB next year. Yes, I think they want to trade the pick. This Giants trade with the Bengals kind of makes things a little sketchy for the Cardinals because they really want Francis Mauigoa. So they can't slide too far is the problem. I always have to get a Rashad Bateman. I do know that. I did know that. I assumed Bateman, Kyle Hamilton. Yeah, there you go. Offense, defense. All right. I think it's Jeremiah Love here because Sonny Styles is gone. I want a Jamar Chase jersey, but me broke. Don't worry about it. Guys, I used to be a jersey guy, and then all my players left and broke my heart. I've only had one jersey last more than like 4 years, 5 years. It was my first ever jersey, and then Adrian Peterson. Other than that, it's just curse upon curse upon curse. Texas might have the best jersey in the NFL. Which one? Their red ones? Their red jerseys are good. Their regular home and away jerseys, mid as fuck. Their red jerseys are really good, though. I do like a good battle red day from the Houston Texans. Jamar, franchise guy, man. Until he's a wide... Dude, no wide receivers are ever a franchise guy. I can't even get a Justin Jefferson jersey. Receivers are always crazy. Once Jefferson signed the extension, I was comfortable enough with getting that, but I can't wear it. The H-Town one, is that the Navy one with the Oiler, like the Navy with the powder blue trimmings? I think that's the H-Town one. The Vikings can fix Chris Olakuden. Who is that? Oh, that's the Chiefs guy. That was the Chiefs quarterback from South Dakota State. Don't tempt the Vikings with a South Dakota State guy or North Dakota State guy. They'll get real excited. So Cardinals on the clock here at 5. I think this is where they got to make a pull. They're going to have to pull the trigger. Sexy Dexy jersey time. Yeah, until they don't extend him because they're the Bengals. The Bengals just do Bengal things. I think this is the pick here at 5. We'll go Francis Mauigoa. This was so the Browns don't want to trade here. The Browns don't want to trade here. I think this is what we get. Boys, I think this is what we get. I think this is exactly what we get. I think this is exactly what we get. Chiefs go up. They draft Arvell Reese now. I like the Bengals all whites coming from Ravens. Yes, the white Tigers are awesome. I like the Vikings white helmets as a Packers fan. The icy whites. It's right there. I have it right there. Yeah, I don't like the face mask. I wish the horn was purple. Like, that would be cool. Purple horn. Do Brown activities at draft Drew Aller? No. So I think this is where it gets excited. So our guy Brent Veach out of Kansas City said he expects a ton of first round trades. Expects a ton of trades in the first round. Are the Bengals the best run organization after the Jets? Yes, they are the number 2 best run organization after the New York Jets. I think white horn was the best part. Oh, really? I do like the all-white jerseys. I would have liked a purple horn, just a little something different, or a purple face mask. The commies get cucked, and so the commies trade out with these idiots. No. None of these teams are trading. These guys are trading. They've already made their pick. I don't know what the compensation is. Is it pick 44? I don't know. But the Jets move up. Wait. Third best, you forgot about the Browns. I did forget about the Browns. Well-run organization. They have their moments, at least. All those teams have their moments. I read it. That's what I was reading, Flame. I was reading you saying that. I was reading you saying about the Browns. I think the Jets trade up. I think the Jets go Carnell Tate. I don't think this changes. I don't think that changes at all for us. Bronze. Bronze? Evil, are you in Minnesota? By the way, you might have to ship me. I saw some Vikings whiskey I really want, but they don't ship to Texas. I need some Vikings whiskey to drink during the season. Makes me feel better. Some limited edition Vikings whiskey. And we are the Cleveland Browns. So then the Saints are here on the clock. Did the Giants trade up to take Styles at 3 in this? Yes, Yale, I did. I traded up. I had the Giants. They moved from 5 to 3 to make sure they get Styles in front of the Titans. Even though I still think the Titans are going to take Jeremiah Love, I think they secure this. The Cardinals are more comfortable sliding back to 5, and the Cardinals can only slide back so far because in my original mock on Thursday, I had the Saints sliding up to 3, and the Cardinals sliding out to 8, but I think the Cardinals get a little bit scared sliding down to 8 here. So I don't think the Giants really need a guy like Arvell Reese. They already have their 2 edge pass rushers. They were on a strict 4-3 defense. Arvell Reese is kind of a 3-4, move them all over the place. I think they are more interested in a middle linebacker. Sonny Styles is like a true, kind of a middle linebacker. Not the best in coverage. Got to work on his coverage, but elite football knowledge. And he's just kind of a leader in the center of that defense. And I think that's more of a priority for the Giants here. They don't really necessarily need a pass rusher. They have a pretty decent pass rush. And they can attack defensive line now at the start of the second round. Like, if they don't give up their second round pick, which I don't think they'd have to go from 5 to 3, I mean, the Giants have a bunch of picks. Like, the Giants pick early in the second round. I don't know what number it is. I'll see. They probably pick at the top end of the second round. They can get a D tackle there. They can get a guy like Caleb Banks or Peter Woods. All that kind of stuff. Styles is better. I don't know about that. It's just different. Just drink any whiskey out of a horn or a skull. Thanks, DT. Technically counts. Yes, live on the edge of downtown. Nice. Evil. I just saw it. I saw it at a Total Wine. I was literally watching a video. My new other hobby is now whiskey and bourbon. If you guys know who Bruzel is, big sexy gentleman out of Alabama. talking about whiskey, and he was in Minnesota in Duluth, and he saw like a Vikings whiskey, and I looked it up, and it's for sale at Total Wine, but they won't ship it to Texas. I was like, damn it. I need that whiskey to get me through the Viking season because this team drives me insane. Thanks, but I like that. Just drink any whiskey, Adam Horn. Do we have a drinky? We are drinking a little Cherry Coke Zero and some Buffalo Trace Bottle Select over here. Got a single barrel Bottle Select over here for my BT tonight. Nice pickup I had. We always have a new whiskey for you guys. Did I ever tell you about my signed Kurt Warner jersey? You did not, but that's lit. Have a good night, fishing. See you Thursday. Big dog, better be here Thursday. There's a few teams looking at Cole to transfer him from QB to wide receiver. I could see that. Old North Dakota State guy. I think the Packers play Cole Payton at backup QB. They could. Any of those Midwest teams. Trading up to take a non-premium position, kind of wild, though. Has to be all pro to barely break even. See, Gabe, I'm out on this draft. There's no elite. The problem is the premium positions can go fuck off in this draft. Just this draft. The best players in this draft are not at premium positions. I don't care. I want the best players. I'm just taking the best players. Jeremiah Love, probably the best player in the draft. Sonny Styles, great off-ball linebacker, elite tier guy. Caleb Downs, he's a safety. He's fucking elite. These are guys that can be top 5 in their position this year coming into the league. Fernando Mendoza's good. I'm no problem. I have Mendoza over Cam Ward, so take him at number 1. David Bailey's the safer pick. He's got a little off-the-field stuff, but like true, like hand in the dirt, like go get the quarterback. Arvell Reese is going to have to be kind of like a Micah Parsons-esque guy. People are in on him. People are out on him. It's hard to tell with how good that Ohio State defense was. I do like that in an NFL defense. It was an NFL defense last year with Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia speaks very highly of his guys. Said those 4 guys, the 4 Ohio State defensive guys, knew the defense, ran it inside and out, were professionals. Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, and Caleb McDonald. So that rates really well for me for a guy like that to talk about it. Uh-oh. Hold up. Screen pooped out. Moving the chats. I got to move the 2 chats over here. I got 2 chats. One for the plug and one for the low. You coming to a game this season? I got the hotel hookup. Bet. I'm probably not, but I never know. You never know, Evil. If I do, I'll hit you up. My guy Dante from Apex Gridiron released 2 more of his top 10 lists. Bet. I'll look at them later. I'll look at them tonight, though. I'll do that. As a member, you get privileges. That's part of your privilege. I'll look at them tonight. We're gonna have a decent stream tonight, boys. We're only half hour in. We'll have a nice stream tonight. Saturday. I'm feeling good. It's draft. It's like almost draft week. Everybody, you got to listen to Draft Day by Drake. Draft Day, Johnny Manziel, to get hyped for the draft on Thursday. But it is a need position. PFF has 3 safeties in the first round. I agree. All 3 safeties can start. I really want Thieneman. I'm not a huge McNeil Warren guy. He's like a box guy. But that's for my team because my team's in the safety business. Fernando Mendoza is a good QB, but I don't know if he's an all-pro player. Zay, there's like 4 all-pro guys. Like, here's my comp for Fernando Mendoza's. You ever seen the movie Draft Day? Yes, I have a good story about that. Remind me later, Evil. Put a pin in it if you're here. I'll have a great story about that movie. But yes, we'll have a good time once we divulge. Do we have to watch the one Draft Day movie? I mean, you can watch Draft Day. It's a good movie. You know what? Fine. We'll get into the Draft Day movie right now. So that movie came out in 2013, 2014. Check me. A lady I was fraternizing with invited me to go. We used to go to the movies for our dates, and she asked me to go to that movie with her. I wasn't going to ask her to go to that movie. We went and saw Draft Day because she knew I wanted to be a GM. Like growing, like I always talked about how I wanted to be a GM in the NFL. And so we watched that movie. Fun movie. The stupid love story kind of annoyed me. She liked the stupid love story. So typical. Ladies love Kevin Costner. It was a little aggressive. You're not making those moves, but I want my fucking picks back because I goddamn said so. The Seahawks got fleeced. Unbelievable. Super Bowl champion, and the Browns still haven't won. It's crazy how that works. Kevin Costner was fired 3 years later. But it's a good movie. Downs is I think the only non-premium guy that is legit all-pro. Styles has insane athleticism, but even that good. He's not good in cover. He's not there in coverage yet. He's super tall, though. He's super tall. He can also call the defense. That's a big one. Jeremiah Love is awesome. That's a non-premium position at running back, unless you're counting running back at a premium position. Jeremiah Love is awesome. John Harbaugh can develop. I think Styles will be fine. I think he's good. Put him in the middle. Call the defense. He doesn't have to be your primary coverage backer. Can we get back to the draft? Yes. But Draft Day, good movie. Draft Day song by Drake, fun. That was a wild time, guys. I was peeking out. That was peeking out in those eras. Love is great, but we saw what happened with Genty last year. Different, though. Different. Love is better than Genty. Think Bijan. Love is a lot more like Bijan. With an O-line, he'll be fantastic. I mean, the Titans ran the ball pretty well last year. Think about how well... I mean, Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears weren't bad last year. Think about how good Love's going to be. Like, those guys were not bad last year. And I think it was more play calling than anything in Vegas. And Genty did have over 1,000 yards. And I have Love over Genty. Like, I had Love over Genty. Draft Day is actually a very, very Browns-like movie till the end. You remember that Diddy played Bo's agent? Diddy did play Bo's agent. Diddy was diddling, too. And nobody likes Bo Callahan, quarterback. Don't ever draft a quarterback out of Wisconsin, okay? Draft the middle linebacker. Draft a linebacker out of Ohio State who makes plays, boys. Draft a running back. Love is a top 2. Yeah, easily. Player for you, Zay. Yeah, I agree. Okay, Saints on the clock. This is where things get ugly. Hey, what's wrong with Wisconsin? Don't draft a quarterback out of Wisconsin. You want to draft a running back out of Wisconsin? Draft a running back out of Wisconsin. Don't draft a quarterback out of Wisconsin. Coster got Diddy taken to the Yellowstone train station. Nice, Brandon. If you know, you know. So the Jets trade up, cuck the Saints. I think the Saints want to go Carnell Tate. I think they go Bain here. I think they just go best available. D lineman, Bain. So here's where this is where the Browns had to go, because the Browns have to go here. Browns have to go Spencer Fano and cuck the Giants. So the Giants get cucked on offensive line. This is where I think the Browns want to, or the Giants want to go. They want to go with Spencer Fano. They want to be able to go defense and offensive line. They're okay with not taking Maui Noah. They'll go with Spencer Fano. What bad QBs have come from Wisconsin? What good QBs have come from Wisconsin? I don't count Russell Wilson, North Carolina State, NC State. There's been a lot of terrible quarterbacks at Wisconsin that can't even make the NFL. And I still got Putney. God damn it, give me David Putney. Jonathan Taylor, yes. Running back Jonathan Taylor, Melvin Gordon, Monty Ball, R.I.P. He's not dead, but he just never lived up to the hype. Draft a running back out of Wisconsin. Nah, Russell is a Badger. No, Russell is not a Badger. Also, Kirk Cousins cucked Russell Wilson super hard. Love and Downs are top 2 in terms of overall talent. I don't disagree with that. They're definitely, those are the guys. There's like a small window of guys, and I definitely have them up there. What's your opinion on Red? What's your opinion, I'm assuming, on Red Murdoch? Is that the current Wisconsin quarterback? He's probably bad. Wisconsin is very bad at football right now. If another team trades back into the first, 7 teams with 2 firsts. And I kind of like the Cardinals to trade back into the first. Do you feel bad for Cousins? No, he made more money than God. Russ is NC State like Rivers. True. So I think the Giants are forced to go safety here. They're contemplating taking Caleb Downs at 5. I think they just take him at 9 or take him at 10 over here. Pick 11. Dolphins. Dolphins are going wide receiver, boys. I think the Dolphins are going wide receiver, and I think actually no, I changed that. Jermod McCoy. That's why I had the Dolphins taking. No, linebacker. Oh, that's the crazy guy. He has a cool name. Is that the crazy guy? Red Murdoch? Is that the guy who, like, literally just bashes his head into a wall? He, like, runs straight downhill. His tackles are insane. I saw some clip about him. He's horrible in coverage, but he's just, like, a crazy man. Yes, okay, that guy, awesome. That guy's live. He can't cover for shit, but he's going to fuck people up. Put him on special teams. Put him as, like, a go-get somebody in the run defense. Oh, my God, that guy was crazy. His tape was violent. Is Daniel Jones the new Kirk Cousins? No, because Kirk Cousins is likable, and I think Daniel Jones is running out of time. He's like Cam Scatton linebacker. I agree. Yes. Crazy. No regard for human life. I like that out of my linebacker. He can't cover with a lick. He's slow. His hips are stiff. He's fucking just downhill, fucking shoot a gap and kill a guy. All right. Cool name, though. Red. Our guy, Red Murdoch out of Buffalo. His highlights are crazy. Let's go Jermod McCoy for the Dolphins. DB, high upside. It's Sam Darnold, the new Kirk Cousins. No, because Sam Darnold won a fucking Super Bowl. Jermod McCoy, super high upside at corner. Injury concerns, but they don't need to run him. Him and R. Mason Thomas. Big R. Mason Thomas fan as well. There was a tweet, NFL Stats, if you guys know that Twitter X account. They're like, who's the most underrated player of the draft? I think R. Mason Thomas is the best underrated player in the draft. He's still going to be a second-round pick. He's just a fucking football player, man. Dog. Love is fantastic, but taking a running back that high usually never works out. Genty, Bijan, Saquon, Lenny, even though the running back was elite, it didn't add many wins. I mean, Bijan kind of keeps Bijan did. Saquon took the Giants to the playoffs when he was healthy. Christian McCaffrey was the difference in San Francisco. Jahmyr Gibbs, kind of a big difference. He was a top 10 pick. Leonard Fournette didn't pan out, but Leonard Fournette wasn't a bust. It's too early on Genty. None of these guys are busts. Bijan definitely added wins to... I mean, Atlanta would just be fucking dog shit without him. And Saquon kept Brian Daboll's his job. Brian Daboll's his job. W name. If your name is R, it's kind of cool. Love is also a great pass catcher. I think that's an underrated part. He could play wide receiver in the NFL. Like, he legit could be like a third or fourth wide receiver in the NFL. His route running and his hands are fantastic. He's much more in the Christian McCaffrey vein. Jadarian Price, first or third rounder? Third rounder. I think if you draft Jadarian Price in the first round, it's a massive overdraft. Now, could the Seahawks do it? Potentially. He's probably a second-round guy. He's going to be in the second round. I think he's closer to a third-round talent, but I think he'll be a second-round draft pick. He will be the second running back off the board, Brandon. Packers are trading for A-Chain. No, A-Chain is off the board officially. Dolphins said he is off the table. They're going to give him a new contract extension. He showed up to workouts. A-Chain is off the table. All right, the Cowboys get cucked in the face. We're just going to take Mansour Delane. Let's go Mansour Delane. Let's go Mekhi Lemon. So this is where things got highly contested. I think the Ravens, I didn't hear anything out of the Jordan Tyson workout. If anybody heard anything, let me know. I'm assuming it was good. That means I didn't hear good. I didn't hear bad. I didn't hear anything. So I'm assuming it wasn't bad and it was decent / good for my guy. So I'll assume Jordan Tyson is going to be pretty highly drafted. Jordan Tyson could go as high as 13 now to the Rams, but Mekhi Lemon makes sense. Yeah, Zay would know. Zay doesn't want him. Zay doesn't want wide receivers. Zay wants Vega Ione. Tyson scored all the T's. Yes, he just has it's the injuries. It's not the production. It's not anything like that. It's just the injuries for Jordan Tyson. It was decent. See, Green, what's up? CMC worked for the 49ers, not the Panthers. Well, the Panthers also never had a quarterback. I think the Titans have a good quarterback in Cam Ward. Giants made the playoffs after taking a premium quarterback the next draft. That's not true. Daniel Jones was like year four when they made the playoffs. And they were carried by Saquon. Well, to be fair, teams who draft in the top 10 almost never make the playoffs the next year, regardless. There's like one team a year. You have like a 10% chance of a team who drafts in the top 10 to make the playoffs. So you're up against it anyway. Tyson to the Giants at 10. No, the Giants are going offensive line or defense. They want to go offensive line, but I think the offensive linemen are gone. Does Tyson lie about his injuries? No, he just gets hurt and doesn't practice and play. Is Daniel Jones a top 10 quarterback? Absolutely not. CMC is a time traveler. Mendoza going to be the best 15 in the AFC soon. Well, there's only 15 teams. Vega had his 4th interview this week with the Ravens. All right, we're leaning Vega. I can see Vega, like I said. Why not? Because I can name 10 better quarterbacks than Daniel Jones. Vega Ione. Okay, his name is Oliva Vega Ione. It's Vega Ione. Just do the end of his last name, first name. Just like Francis Mauinoa wants to go by CC. Mendoza better than Daniel Jones? I don't know about that. We'll find out. I like Mendoza better than Daniel Jones, but I don't know about that. So if we go Ione here, I do like Sadiq here. This makes too much sense. Buccaneers go Sadiq. Okay, so then this makes Washington's picks really easy. Washington goes Tyson here. If Jordan Tyson's on the board 16, Washington has no problem going Tyson here. Coach has been talking about him a lot. He wants him. It's a good pick. It's a premium pick. I could see a trade back, like you talked about, potentially a trade back. Slide into a I turned on my TV. Slide into a better pick where he could be. I had the Steelers taking him at 21. So there is some wiggle room there for the Ravens, I think, for Ione. But if you take him at 14, not going to complain. Just take good players in this draft, I think. So if Tyson's there at 16, the Commanders are very happy. They win everything. I think the Lions are ecstatic. Monroe Freeling's on the board. God bless us if Dylan Thienemann's not on the board and we don't draft him. The crash out will be legendary unless somebody really good's on the board. But I think the Vikings just go Thienemann here. Safe pick. Would rather have Mendoza over a DJ coming off a torn Achilles. Don't think it's that hot of a take. Rather have, yes. Is he better? Probably not. Rather have, yes, because he's also on a rookie contract. So that is also a big deal. I don't know if he's better. He's been working out with him too. Getting swole. Doing offensive lineman workouts. If the Raiders draft Mendoza at 1, you should ship me a jersey and some Coronas. I don't drink, but it fits the image. I already have a gun too. No, because you're never getting a jersey because Drake May is not an MVP. Pete is the tight end. Delp from Georgia coming out. Yes, Delp is on the board. Delp is going to be like a 5th, 7th round pick. He's going to be a day 3 guy. Interesting, the Vikings interviewed Delp. He visited for a top 30. Yeah, I'm never buying you a jersey because Drake May isn't the MVP. Delp was a beast, man. I'm just telling you what his thing is. Here, we can look. .215 is his rank. It's a day 3 pick. His blocking's bad, and his contested catch rate is horrible. Tight ends don't get separation. They got to catch the ball. Mid receiver. High drops, not good against contested catch. Bad run blocking. But he's got a good build. 6'5", 245. That's the problem. If you're that big, you got to be a better blocker. That's the biggest thing. If you're that big, you have to be a good blocker in the NFL. Or you got to run like the wind. Future Green Bay Packer. Ravens will draft 2 tight ends this year. They'll draft at least 1. That's why Sadiq at 14 makes a lot of sense. You got a throwback Tim Brown jersey and I think a Woodson jersey. Ooh, throwback Tim Brown. There you go. Charles Woodson, better Packer than Raider. Ooh. Did win a Super Bowl with the Packers. What do the Panthers do? Let's go wide receiver here. Guys, I think they go wide receiver here. So originally I had Omar Cooper Jr. to the Commies, but the receivers are falling now because of moves. Give me Omar Cooper Jr. to the Panthers. You need to go in timeout. Don't timeout Flame. So now the Cowboys are on the board. They're going to take Keldrick Falk. They love Keldrick Falk. If they take Keldrick Falk at 12, that'd be insane. Fucking Harold Perkins is never going to eat. Ever. 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 Harold Perkins is a fucking bitch. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about football. Harold Perkins is the biggest waste of talent on the face of the earth. But other than that, people forget Hill had 16.5 sacks in 24, and Perkins was just stuck with that trash. No, it's not. Brian Kelly's offense has nothing to do with that defense. Harold Perkins' effort is dog shit. He doesn't give a shit. He is a dog shit effort guy. He's talented. He doesn't care. He doesn't work hard. Anthony Hill's undersized and didn't play in big game. Didn't play in the big games at the end for Texas. Perkins would be a great Viking? No, because he's a bitch. It's because you're a Packers fan. He's going to time you out. It's always the second tight end that works out for the Ravens. True. Perkins never got a fair chance. He had a fair chance at LSU, guys. The LSU defense was not the problem. He did not fucking work hard. That was two insanely disappointing years after his freshman year. Insanely disappointing. He has all the talent in the world. He does not work to get better. Kelly runs the offense. Brian Kelly is an offensive coach. Has nothing to do with the defense. He doesn't work hard. There's so many reports. He doesn't work hard. He doesn't fucking care. He was not a dog. Tommy Moffitt, who was the dog of dogs on that strength and conditioning guy, said Perkins didn't have it in him. Even after they got rid of him. Moffitt, not Perkins. Would you ship me a jersey? No, Flame. Me and Green had a bet, and then he cooked. No one taught him to care. I shouldn't have to teach you to care. I know you're trolling, but yes. I want dogs. You have to give a fuck. I want competitive motherfuckers who give a shit. You can't teach that. I want you cheating at checkers, okay? I want you punching grandmas. Anyway, Keldrick Fall, Cowboys very happy. Cowboys actually kind of have a good draft. It was fun. It was a fun bet, Green. Not going to lie. Odds May finish second was crazy. True. I told you Drake May was good, though. It would have been funnier if I hated Drake May and said Drake May was bad and I was crashing out. I knew Drake May was good. But just watching the Chiefs implode and the Bill, like Josh Allen just not get the love. Eating the homeless. We're eating homeless. Did I say that? Like Cam Scat? Yeah, Cam Scat, I don't know if he gives a shit. I don't know if he's competitive. Uh-oh. He's just kind of crazy. But yes, similar. Kelly didn't care. That whole culture in LSU was toxic. Obviously, we got their fucking coach fired. But guess what? Their culture is also more toxic because they hired Lane fucking Kiffin, who's trying to fuck a bunch of 20-year-olds. Mark and Isaiah Likely and Dennis Pitta were all second-round tight ends, and we drafted that worked out. Yup, and you drafted Hayden Hurst in the first round in front of Lamar. No, that's the other example of trying hard. Now they have upstanding citizens like Lane Kiffin to take them to the promised land. Yes, Gail. Cam Scat is what you just described. Yes, he's our crayonator. I owe us an emoji for Cam Scataboo. You guys get on me to make that Cam Scataboo emoji for the members because I owe you a Cam Scataboo emoji. Also, hold up. Boom, boom, boom. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook! Emu is alive. Look at him. He's alive. He got a membership. There you go. 5 gifted. I'm going to save the other 5. I have 5 more for the draft on Thursday. We're going to gift out some 5 memberships on Thursday. Yes, Hayden was drafted over Lamar. May was good, but incomplete. You know, a lot of skills needs. Yeah, he's a second-year quarterback. Who the fuck cares? He was great for a second-year quarterback. What do the Giants do at 10, though? I think they get stuck with downs. They want to go offensive lineman. If Fano's on the board, they're taking Fano. If he's not, they're taking Downs. They want an offensive lineman, the Giants, I think. They'll be okay with Downs, though. They'll live with Downs. They want an offensive lineman like Fano. That's my my Giants take. Which team has the biggest likelihood to mess up this draft? The Browns. The Cardinals. Shuen loves this dude. The problem is, and he'll be the physical wide receiver to complement Neighbors. The problem is, I don't know if Shuen has the final say. It sounds like Harbaugh has the final say. In reference to Tyson at 10. Sounds like Harbaugh has the final say. Shuen's kind of there. Clay Matthews a dog. Clay Matthews was a cook. I want Downs. Well, you're not getting Downs. Then you don't get Mendoza. True. All right, Steelers at 21. Harbaugh's overrated. I mean, he has a Super Bowl. It's not terrible. What do the Steelers do here? Guard, running back, tackle. Do they just go safe pick? I think safe pick, Blake Miller. Safe pick. Actually, you know what? I'm doing this. This is a Mike McCarthy pick right here. This is a Mike McCarthy pick. Where's my guy? Hold on. Where's our fucking boy? Caden Proctor. Giants take downs at 5. No, they're taking Sonny Styles. Unless Styles or Tate are still there. They're taking Styles at 5. Styles over Downs. Every report I've read is Styles over Downs. More than the Vikings franchise? No. Vikings, the Packers can't hold their jockstrap at pass rushers. Vikings defensive linemen and wide receivers. Nobody can hold our fucking jockstraps to. Colin Kaepernick was playing. Lol. True. But Harbaugh, the other Harbaugh was coaching. Elite head coach. Steelers go Caden Proctor. That feels like a Steelers pick, man. Just a developmental piece. Mike McCarthy's fat. Eats a donut or two. Say we're going to keep you skinny in Pittsburgh. Just going to let you play position, lose weight. We can develop you. We don't care. Vikings can fix Colin Kaepernick. I don't want to fix Colin Kaepernick. You see that I did see that. Former Alabama linebacker scam. $20 million acting like Penix. And it was a bunch of other people. It was Penix and some other NFL guys from a bank wearing wigs. He was wearing wigs. Super Bowls. Yeah, that PS is... Harbaugh did nothing since Ray and Ed. Little man overrated, but he will win games. And this is the Giants. Little handed to him showing... To be fair, maybe he got the most out of Lamar Jackson. Did you ever think about that? Instead of the Giants, they take Harold Perkins as the most talented player. I want someone who's smart and gives a shit. Also, and there's not much difference between the talent standpoint between Styles and Perkins. Styles is a 6'3", 6'4" linebacker that runs like the fucking wind. McKinney and Njoku. Ugh, not Xavier McKinney. Steelers do need to tank. I believe Lamar saved his job. Ooh, I was very high on him coming out. Lamar was dog shit in college, though. He could run. He could not throw in college. McKinney, Penix Jr., and Njoku, he's pretended to be. Those guys don't look alike, by the way. They all have different crazy hair. I want to see the wigs he put on. Did he just put on a do-rag for Michael Penix? Michael Penix always wearing a do-rag. What can I say? I got an eye for the QB. Sure. Everybody's got an eye for the QB. And guess what? My best call was Patrick Mahomes, so suck it. McKinney and Njoku kind of do. Yeah, but they don't look like Penix. They got little braids. Arch Manning to Atlanta. No, Arch Manning to the New York Jets or the Miami Dolphins. It's one of those two. Lamar Jackson did save his job. We're about to find out. Perkins ran a 4.38. That's not slow by any means. No, but he's also not 6'4". I think Styles ran like a 4.35. That's like me saying nobody knew Patrick Mahomes would be as good as he was, and nobody... Also, Jordan Love ain't that good, but he wasn't a bust like a lot of people thought he would be. Dude, someone told me Mahomes was going to be that dude. I don't watch for real, so I don't know, but I took his word for it as soon as I seen him play low. Yep. I was a big Mahomes guy coming out. I called Joe Montana evil. You're not that old. Out of Notre Dame, did cook Texas in the Cotton Bowl. I know one person who said he would be. Styles ran a 4.46. Okay. Wait, is that his pro day or at the Combine? Did Perkins even get invited to the Combine? Top 10 quarterback in the NFL, I mind you. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't think he's top 10. High on Watson. Watson would have been the high pick in that draft, yeah. Guess who I was not high on? Nobody was high on Mitch Trubisky but the Bears. Back in 2018, before Lamar Jackson, we were also high on Davis Webb, who is now the offensive coordinator somewhere. Davis Webb was the other quarterback in that draft that we were kind of high on. We were high on Mahomes and Davis Webb. Because Davis Webb left Tech to go to Cal because of Mahomes. Back in 2018, before Lamar Jackson got going, Steve was going to do what he did in January. Fair. I don't know what happened to him. Name 10 better. I was never high on Davis Webb. Hey, Davis Webb was kind of a dog at Cal. Mark my words, Simpson over Mendoza. I'm not taking it, Evil. I'm not taking it. Mendoza has the starts. The starts don't lie. 15 starts versus like 30 starts. The numbers don't lie. I can name 10 quarterbacks better. So Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Brock Purdy, I don't really want to say Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. I'm trying to think of my fucking quarterback list. Justin Herbert. There you go. There's another one. I'm not putting Jalen Hurts there. They're close. Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love are Sam Darnold, question mark. Is Drake May and Caleb Williams better than him? Is Jaden Daniels better than Love? Maybe. That could be a thing. Purdy is not a system quarterback. Mendoza's better than Love. I'm not putting Mendoza over anybody yet. Yeah, I hit the thing. Can't have Dak there and not Trevor. Trevor, there's a good one. There you go. Trevor, thank you. Darnold, yeah. Drake May and Caleb, better than Love. There you go. Jackson Dart. I mean, not Jackson Dart, but Baker. Brandon, I'm new. Recap the board, please. Okay, we'll do a quick recap, boys. Taylor Green is not better than Fernando Mendoza. Not better. They're just young. Like, so Caleb, Drake, young, 1 year. We've seen 1 year of good. I want to see 2 years of good. Goff, yeah, I'll put Goff slightly better. Goff kind of got exposed last year. I've never been high on Goff. Goff got exposed, though. So Mendoza 1 to the Raiders. I got the Jets 2 or Bailey 2 to the Jets. I got Sonny Styles to the Giants, trading up to 3. I got Jeremiah Love 4 to the Titans. I got the Cardinals who swap with the Giants with Francis Mauigoa at 5. I got the Chiefs trading up with the Browns to number 6 to get Arvell Reese. I got the Jets trading up with the Commanders to 7 to get Cornell Tate. I got Ruben Bain, number 8 to the Saints. I got Spencer Fano to the Browns at 9, who traded with the Chiefs. I got the Giants newly at number 10 with Caleb Downs. I got Jermod McCoy, number 11 to the Miami Dolphins. I got Mansour Delane, number 12 to the Dallas Cowboys. I might flip those. Depends. I got Mekhi Lemon, 13 to the Los Angeles Rams. I got Vega Ione to the Ravens at 14. Sadiq at 15 to the Buccaneers. Tyson to the Commanders at 16. Monroe Freeling, 17 to the Lions. Dylan Thieneman to the Vikings at 18. Omar Cooper Jr. to the Panthers at 19. Keldrick Falk, 20 to the Cowboys. And Caden Proctor, 21 to the Steelers. Reese at 6, it sounds like a Dallas trade, honestly. The problem is I don't think the Browns want to slide back past 10. The Browns want an offensive tackle. They can't slide behind the Giants because I think the Giants are going to take Fano if he's on the board at 10. So that's the biggest problem, Brandon. I agree. My original mock prior to the Bengals-Giants trade, I had the Cowboys trading up to 6 to take downs with the Browns. I just don't think the Browns want to slide back that far. Mendoza will be better than Burrow easily. That's aggressive. Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl. Calm down. Jordan Love was the 4th best QB in the NFC North last year. Goff, Caleb, Malik Willis, clear. Malik Willis, chill. Fucking pump the brakes, okay? Malik Willis has thrown 20 passes in his NFL career downfield. Like, fucking let's pump the brakes on that. I like Jordan Love. I think he's underrated. Well, the problem is every other team in the division has won the division since Jordan Love has been a starting quarterback, but the Green Bay Packers. They've only ever been a 7 seed, so the team that doesn't even get in. Shedeur Sanders is not starting at quarterback next year. It's going to be Deshaun Watson. Allen, Stafford, Lamar, Mahomes, Dak, Burrow, T-Law. Justin Herbert is better than Jordan Love. He got help from the refs in Kansas City. That's crazy. in that order. Burrow's the AFC version of Dak besides getting to the Super Bowl. We keep waiting on Trevor. Trevor's still Trevor in the playoffs. He turns the ball over too much. Not the Nuss boss. Disagree that Mendoza will be, it's a little aggressive prediction. AR 50 is top 50 is bottom 50. But with more help from the refs. Trevor has to go. Browns will take my guy Nussmeier. I don't know if the Browns are going to take a quarterback. It's a good question. I don't know where the next round of quarterbacks are going to go. What's up with the Saints QB? Tyler Shuck? He's fine. AR-15 can't complete a 3-yard pass, okay? I have a big problem if you can't complete a 3-yard pass. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. We're at 11 likes on the stream. Let's get us to 15 whole likes. 15 likes. If you're new here, drop a sub on the channel. We got daily sports content for you guys. And we'll be live Thursday for the entirety of the first round. And there's a strong possibility we'll be live Friday night for the entirety of the second and third round. Tyler older than Trevor Lawrence Shuck. Yeah, but he was at least fine. Trevor Lawrence also had a lot of bad. I haven't seen any bad out of Tyler Shuck yet. I'm a believer in Bryce Young. I'm not out on Bryce Young. It is a make it or break it. Nobody taught him. Who's AR-15? Anthony Richardson. Do you feel like Lomu's a good pick at 24 for the Browns? No, that's a reach. Lomu's kind of out of the first round for me on tackles. But I think the Browns are going to take a tackle at number whatever. They're going to take a tackle, then a wide receiver. DeJean, what's up? What about Will Levis aid? Yes, everyone forgets about Will Levis and his fucking fucked up shoulder who had surgery. Disappointing in CJ, though. Yeah, CJ is disappointing. Make it or break it year again. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, make it or break it years. CJ's playoff performances last year was just fucking dreadful. Bryce Young's playoff performance was great. Chargers, tough pick here. I think they go safety. Let's go McNeil Warren. Thoughts on the Steelers pick? They're just in a bad spot. Caden Proctor, I'm not a Caden Proctor fan, but that feels like a Steelers pick. They'll probably go tackle. They could go wide receiver, even with the Downs trade. I think Bryce will play better than CJ this year. Could see it. CJ did have a score like a -7 on his S2 cognition. Trevor finished top 7 in MVP voting 2 of his 5 years in the league. Final play was a whole other. He was bad in the Bills game in general. He threw fucking 2 picks. They threw bad picks in that game. He was not good, inaccurate, no defending him, and he should have never even thrown that ball. You don't ever let that ball even go that he threw the pick on. It's too early in the downs. That's a 3rd or 4th down throw, not a fucking 1st down throw. And he was dreadful 2 years ago. How can you bring the cellar dweller to the playoffs in your first 3 years and be in a make it or break it year? Because they really weren't a cellar dweller. Like, that was a franchise that was consistently in the playoffs all the time. He is clearly the worst part of that team, and he has not been good enough. He was horrendous last year in the playoffs. Horrendous. And he's been horrendous the last 2. So he's been horrendous the last 2 regular seasons. He was good in the playoffs 2 years ago, and then he's had 2 good playoffs, and then he was terrible in the playoffs this year. He cost that Texans team. That Texans team easily could have been in the Super Bowl. They were my Super Bowl pick with that defense. They should have at least been in the AFC Championship game. He was dreadful in both playoff games. That's like a major red flag against not good defenses. I don't have Allen in the first round. I do, but it's late. I have him to the Bills because of a need. But yes, that's not a crazy take, Brandon. Off-ball linebacker, he could slide out. I'm not gonna bat an eye at that one. The Bills could go wide receiver. The Bills could go defensive line. I would have scored -20. Well, Green, we know that. Packers QB's all-time, Favre, A-Rod, Star, Jordan Love. I guess because Favre got the 2 Super Bowls and Rodgers only got the 1. Wouldn't be surprised if Jim Harbaugh gets someone he recruited to Michigan. I like Vega Ione there. Like, if he's there, he's taking the offensive lineman, but I just don't think he's going to be there. He's done that the last 2 drafts. See, he's losing his thing, though. That's the thing. After the first 2 years, you kind of lose that college edge. Yeah, 30 or 28. Yeah, just like, it just depends. It's need. The NFL is not a developmental league. True. It's not a big developmental. It depends on the position and it depends on the team, but definitely not at the quarterback position. Offensive lineman, little developmental. Cornerback, developmental. Wide receiver, not as much. Running back, easily developmental. You can put a guy in a rotation. But as a whole, I would agree. Unless you trade CJ for another QB, what's your options? Let him walk in for... No, that's the problem. You're going to keep him... You give him the 5th year, you pick up the 5th year, and then it's like, you got to make it or break it. And then, yes, you're drafting another quarterback. You're trying to sign a quarterback. Kyler Murray's going to be hitting free agency soon, and he can't be franchise tag. What if Kyler Murray wins 12 games with the Vikings and wins a playoff game and hits free agency? And CJ Stroud holds the Texans back again. Why wouldn't you try and pay Kyler Murray to go try and win a Super Bowl? The UFL/CFL, different rules, but yes, I agree. The UFL should be NFL's, and it kind of is. A lot of guys get signed out of the UFL. NFL Europe used to be that, but that was weird. DeJean versus Jefferson, who's winning? It's not even close. We got a milk check. It's not close. Favre also has the records. Star would be one if he was more recent. Zachariah Branch to the Raiders. Do the Raiders need a slot receiver? Yeah, they kind of need a lot of receivers. Sam Darnold, the next Texans QB. Sam Darnold's under contract for another 2 years. I think there's 15 players he recruited in Michigan. Okay, but still. Brock Purdy or Sam Darnold? Brock Purdy. Caleb Downs to the Eagles. Caleb Downs is not falling to 23. We don't live in some fake universe. Eagles here. I like this pick a lot. Max Ioannidis. Speaking of developmental, this is the developmental pick. He's only played football for 5 years. My man is 6'6", 330, right tackle. He's going to replace Lane Johnson. He's a big fuck. Doesn't have to start right away. He has insane potential. Could be the best. Could be a Hall of Fame right tackle. Get him in the rotation. Can take over in a year and a half, 2 years. Play when there's injuries on the offensive line. Big fan of this pick, even though they did lose their offensive line coach. Ayo. But Max Ioannidis, really good replacement. Good pick. See, yeah, that's a perfect kind of spot for him right there. Caleb Down, yeah. Could be Andre Dillard 2.0. Could be. How long does Lane Johnson... Like, the Lane Johnson injury is kind of worried. And the quarterback is the bigger problem in fucking Philly. We know my opinions on Jalen Hurts, right? What if A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts to the Jets for pick 2 and Caleb Downs? They're not picking Caleb Downs at 2. The Jets are not taking those contracts on. Pete, you better be glad the DEI GM is gone. I am very glad the DEI GM is gone. We have no GM, but anything is better than the DEI GM. Unbelievable. Ruined my life for 3 years, that fucking bozo. I could have Kyle Hamilton right now. I'll be the Vikings GM. Fuck you, I'm the Vikings GM. You're going to tank us, you stupid Packer. Was Kwesi secretly held back? No, Kwesi was secretly just dog shit analytic nerd. Keep analytics nerds out of my football. Keep nerds out of my sports. You see the baseball analytic nerds? It's collapsing. The Mets are terrible. Everybody else has moved out. Secretly held back by racism. There you go. That's a good joke. Keep analytics out of football. I need manalytics. I like numbers. You just got to be a dog. Mixed martial artist. What's up? The Dexter Lawrence trade. Yes. Kind of puts a wrench in everything. Sexy Dexy. Too Cincy. What do you think Cleveland does in the first round? I think they trade back, but not too far. I think Cleveland goes wide receiver, offensive line in the first round. Dickaholics? Dickalytics? No, Manalytics. I'm a man. I'm 40. So, receiver, offensive line in the first round for the Brownies, I think. Did you know this Ravens don't have a GM under contract right now? They don't. Who's running their... But what? He's not under contract. Because it's the new league year? Are you sure? Usually those contracts like end after the draft for the GMs. Would you like my Vikings mock draft? Sure, go ahead. Realistically, not by who do you think the Jets take at 2 and 16? I think the Jets trade up at 16. I think the Jets take David Bailey at 2. That is a lock. I have the Jets trading up to 7 with the Commanders and taking Cardinal Tate. I think the Jets are going to try and move up and get the number 1 receiver. If I was a Raiders GM, we would have CeeDee Lamb, Christian Gonzalez at minimum. There you go. Thoughts on A.J. Brown rumors? Needs to get the fuck out of there because his quarterback is dog shit, and he don't want to play there anymore. So he's probably getting traded. It's not going to be till June 1st. Shout out Mike Gundy. Yes, sir. He's a man. He is 40. Panthers are my sleeper team. Green, hard to be a sleeper. They won the division last year. EDC working to prove to get a GM contract again. He's probably technically under contract. I bet he's technically under contract till the end of April, but he's basically going for a new contract. Damn, talking shit on my QB. I talk shit on everybody. A lot of people on the Jets YouTube believe Arvell Reese will go too because Will McDonald is a similar style player. See, this is what, let's hashtag not sponsored. Everybody get me sponsored by Poly Market or one of these bullshit markets. Get me sponsored. I need sponsorship, guys. If you know people, get me sponsored. Got to help your boy make money so I can keep doing this shit. So yeah, let's look at NFL draft. NFL draft. See, Arvell Reese picking up a little bit of steam. So the Bailey news is after he's not visiting. But look at this. It was a lock to be Reese, and I had Reese 2 weeks ago, but look what we had here. This thing just fucking... this thing just rose right here. Now it's down. It's going to be Bailey. People are jumping on the... the no visit. Top 30 visit don't matter, man. Does not matter. They need a guy that's ready to play now is the biggest thing. They need a guy who needs to play now. Bailey is much more polished than Arvell Reese is from a true position standpoint. Got them as an NEC championship team. Okay, that's a little bit more sleeper. Hot take, DeJean locks up J.J. Curran. Not a fucking shot. Cooper DeJean is a slot corner. He can barely play regular corner. He can barely be your number 2 corner. Number 1 corners can't lock up J.J. Scully, hello. He's under contract for scouting, not a GM. It expired in January, but scouting contract ends in 28. Okay. So they have no GM, but he's the GM. Well, I guess Jesse Minter gets the final say on the pick. Then imagine a May A.J. Brown duo. It would be good, but they also don't have an offensive line, so that hurts. Bills, my sleeper team, good call, Evil. Hot take, I think Cardinal Tate will be very similar to Mike Williams and Corey Davis. Corey Davis was dog shit. Don't put Mike Williams and Corey Davis in the same sentence, please. A guy who would get you 700,000 yards. I think Cardinal Tate's going to be a little bit closer to T. Higgins. He's going to be a number 2. He is a number 2. He's not a number 1. You're not drafted to be a number 1. You have Garrett Wilson. He's a number 2. Cardinal Tate is the safest receiver, but he has a lower floor. He's a very safe floor, but he has a low ceiling. Very high floor, very low, very mid-tier ceiling. His window's like this. This is Cardinal Tate's window, very high. This is like a guy like Jordan Tyson's window or Mekhi Lemon's window, kind of like this. He could have a very low floor. He could have a very high ceiling. I think Cardinal Tate's going to be just really solid. T. Higgins. Yeah, not Corey Davis. True, Reese is a gamble. Yes, and the Jets kind of need to win games or Aaron Glenn is out. JJ would go for 3 bills versus my Raiders DB. True, good players, no O-line. They do have no O-line. Here's the mock draft, sir. Corey Davis. Is Judy a 1? No, but he technically yes, but no. Brent Austin, quarterback out of California at 235. Le'Veon Moss, there you go. My guy. Jesse or Ozzie or Steve Biscotti, even though Ozzie's retired. Corey Davis is a gentleman y'all hating. He just wasn't good. He was drafted, what was he, like 8? JJ is the Corey Davis of QBs. Hashtag K1. What are Corey Davis's career stats? Now I'm interested. Shut up, Pro Football Reference. He had 3,800 yards, 17 touchdowns. You know what? Not terrible. 78 games, 230, 273 receptions, 3,800 yards, almost 3,900 yards, 17 touchdowns. It's a good career compared to most people. It's a bad career for where he was drafted. And he just fucking fell off the face of the earth with the Jets. 500-yard year at 27 years old, gone. Just gone. Remember when the Pats traded for the greatest quarterback of all time to catch passes from Tom Brady, Tim Tebow? Ozzie Newsome is the president of football operations, yes, but he was retired, he retired, whatever, to making the picks. I'm a Jets fan. I'm sorry. What's Ruggs doing? Hanging out in jail. He's about to get out of jail. Mohamed Sanu. There you go. Sanu was kind of a dog. He also could sling it. He could toss the pill, Mohamed Sanu. He abruptly left the team in training camp. Yeah, because they had too many receivers. Word on the street, it was some personal issues. Yeah, but that was after they drafted Garrett Wilson, right? I think that was Garrett Wilson was drafted in 22, right? It was after that. It was some things. Rugg get back in the league. I think he might get a shot back in the league. If Mike Vick got a shot, I think Henry Ruggs will get a shot. I told you the whole mock draft. You gave me 2 picks. You gave me Brent Austin, the corner out of Cal, and Le'Veon Moss. That's the only 2 I've seen. You posted it twice. Flame. All right, Browns. Vic did a shitload more. I mean, not really. Killing dogs versus killing a person and a dog. Henry Ruggs killed a person and a dog. Vic just killed dogs. It's kind of different. Henry Ruggs was trouble. There's nothing else to do in prison. You might as well get fucking in shape. I think Sonny Styles will be a good player. I don't know if he'll end up being the next Ray Lewis. I don't think anybody thinks he's going to be the next Ray. I don't think anybody thinks anybody in this draft is going to be the next one. I mean, in the league, well, obviously. Well, he was a lot older, too, before he got kicked out. Henry Ruggs was a high draft pick, and the potential was there. Dogfighting ain't the same as killing someone. True. But it was also different circumstances. Mike Vick was a ringleader on that shit. Henry Ruggs made a really bad decision and mistake. And is paying his sentence thing. Bro, you ignore the draft. I literally just sent it. I told you, you sent 2 players. I read the 2 players. It's not getting through then. Send it again, Flame. Do you think Ruben Bain will fall in the draft because of his core? No, I do not. Every team was aware of that. I read every team was aware of that prior to that. Nobody cares about that. He's going to fall because of his stubby arms. That's why. But it's really not even a fall. We don't need to talk about that. Evil. It was bad. If anyone would give Henry Ruggs a second chance, it would be Andy Reid. True. True. What happened to Earl Thomas? Him and his brother were running trains on people or something. There was like some crazy 3-way stuff with Earl Thomas. He lost his mind in Baltimore. That was weird. What do the Browns fucking need? All right, we took Fano. We need a wide receiver. Denzel Boston or Casey Concepcion. I think it's going to be Casey. Unfortunately, it's my guy. All right. Cassius Howell, Akeem Mesidor, or Caden McDonald. The more I think about it, I still think they're going to go D-tackle. This is where the Bills, I think, are kind of handcuffed. They go Allen. Tackle here would be a good pick, but the tackles kind of went early for the Niners. So let's just go edge. Let's just go Akeem Mesidor, plug and play, baby. Blake Miller to Houston. God, we need a guy. Cassius Howell, here's the trade. Cardinals move back in. Cardinals go with Ty Simpson. Now we got Banks, Woods, or TJ Parker for the Patriots. I'm okay with any of those three. I think they probably go Woods. And then we're going to go corner here for Seattle, and we're going to go safe. We're going to go Hood. Avion Terrell kind of got hurt again in his pro day, like tweaked his hamstring. My guy's got hamstring issues. Nathan, I'm not saying those numbers, but I appreciate the gift and the Sunday. Let's cook. Let's see. Hold on. All right, Flame, send it. I'm not ignoring it. What happened? Yeah. You die. I don't know. There's like some three. Look it up. Are you excited for Kyler? No. But I'm either going to be right or we're going to win games, so it's okay. Flay? Who's Flay? Who's Flay? Should I know Flay? Mixed martial artist and Nathan are BFFs. And he set two numbers that are next to each other that I won't say because children are evil. Woods has tiny arms. No, Howell has tiny-ass arms. Howell has smaller arms than fucking Bane. Howell's got the baby arms. Woods was just a piece of shit this year. Earl Thomas punched Tony Jefferson. The Ravens cut him. Yeah, but then there was also some weird three-way stuff when he was trying to make his comeback. Or like his brother and his wife, some crazy shit. Good try, evil. And Nathan keeps setting him. Let me pick for the Raiders. Okay. Why not? I think KOC will get him going again because he's a piece of shit. Kyler, he's just kind of a piece of shit. I don't know if he cares about winning football games, hopefully. But again, I'm either going to be really right about Kyler or we're going to win football games, so I'm happy either way. We're either going to win 12 games or he's going to be a piece of shit and suck, and I'm happy. Sunday. Hungry for a Sunday. Have you guys seen those remember those weirdo like NPC things on TikTok? I don't have TikTok, but I would see things on Twitter and Instagram. Like you'd send a Sunday and be like, yay, yummy Sunday, or like hot dogs or whatever fucking stupid emojis you guys send. And they would just act it out. That shit was crazy. Oh yeah, it was involved with a knife or a gun. I don't know. Yeah, it was some crazy story. I forget what it was. It was a while ago, a couple years ago. Do you think Christian Wilkins signs anywhere? I don't know. He should, but apparently, I mean, like, if he hasn't signed, it's like that bad. Maybe the Vikings? Flores, he's a Flores guy. We do need a D tackle. Can I do a Vikings block on here? No. Start a Vikings one. With the three-way, yeah. That's fair. All right, I can do a Vikings one right now. Watch me cook. Disco. Oh, Nathan is making it rain. Let's go. Guys, how do we feel about the NBA playoffs? Anything crazy? Nothing crazy today. Durant, the Durant injury. Durant's apparently way more hurt than it made it look like. Like, his knee is, like, bad, apparently. So the Lakers have life. And if the Lakers get through the Rockets and then they get Luka and Reeves back for the Thunder, oh, boy, that's exciting. Appreciate the clapping seal. Knicks won, so I'm happy. There you go. Knicks did win. They took care of Atlanta. Atlanta's going to be feisty all series. I'm not expecting the Sixers to beat the Celtics tomorrow, but whatever. On the forehead. I haven't gotten it. I won't let you. I told you could send it in the other chat. K1 can't be any worse than McCarthy. McCarthy was good down the stretch. Wolves got dicked, unfortunately. In the second half, they did. But I kind of expected that. The Nuggets are just better offensively. Let's cook. 7-round mock draft. Ooh, this is a board right here. Can I get these picks? Okay, they're not going to take them. Can I get this pick and this pick? Can I get this? Can I get this pick? Got it. All right, we traded back. Can I trade back again? I don't want to trade back that far. Let's go with my guy. We'll take a wide receiver. Haven't gotten into the playoffs yet. Fair. But the Lake Show. Oh, the Heat are out. Forgot. Your only LA team is the Dodgers. How about them Buffalo Sabres? They haven't even played it yet. They play tomorrow. Who's your MVP pick? It's going to be Shea. I would probably vote for Jokic. First player ever to lead the league in assists and rebounds in a single season. Second player to do it ever in their career in individual and just at any time with Wilt. It was the best offensive season maybe ever. You sent it, it's not working. They're cucking. I have not used Mock Draft Buzz Simulator. It's better than PFF. Well, my PFF subscription literally renews tonight or tomorrow. But I don't really care because I use PFF in the season. People say that Victor is going to win. The question is it unanimous if Victor wins Defensive Player of the Year, Zay? He's definitely going to win Defensive Player of the Year. All right, Vikings on the clock at 49. Ooh, I'm okay with AJ Halsey. They're going to want me to take Ty Simpson. They can suck my dick. We're taking Jadarian Price. We're taking Connor Lew, the center. Guys, I may just hit an A+ draft right here. I may have just fucking cooked. Nussmeier or Hurst. I already took KC. We got to go Nussmeier. We're going to take a quarterback at 97. I'm okay with that. Let's go Malik Muhammad. Let's get a corner. Keep cornering up. Oh my God, we are fucking. Oh, too many good fucking running backs. We're gonna go Joe Arroyo though. We need a tight end. I don't need a center. Linebacker. I already have. Let's go Cole Brevard. I'm too lazy to trade back again. I could, but I'm too lazy. We pick back to back here. Another corner. I'm not gonna cuck this draft. I could draft a fucking punter, but it would cuck this draft. We'll go Eric Gentry. They don't like this pick. Have a good night, Green. See you on Thursday, boys. Keep scrolling. I don't want Banks. C+. I like KC. Fuck you. I like that draft. That draft cooked. No, I'm going to win it. I saw that over the past decade, Jokic has the most points, rebounds, assists, and steals. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. Simpson is the GOAT. Undraft McCarthy. Simpson is not the GOAT, okay? I have Simpson problems. Okay? 15 starts, not good. You're the NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Good job, Flame. The Hawks have gotten so much better since the trade. Crazy how that works. Raiders draft Branch. They definitely could. Crazy how that works. Trae Young, not that good of a guy. That's why. Not that good of a player. It's kind of crazy Portland made the playoffs without their head coach. Yes, Tiago Splitter's done a great job. He should really get a serious look as being the head coach in Portland. He's done a great job. Let me do one. All right, who do you want to do it? You want to do the Vikings or do you want to do the Packers? Flame, I'll let you pick. You want to do the Vikings or you want to do the Packers? Fudge Packers. Also, guys, we are close to 7,800 subs. We're going to make the push to the... All right, here. Vikings, 7th round. Go. Go. There you go. I'll scroll down a little bit more. Hold on. Mixed. Marshall, Audis, appreciate the sub. Welcome to the fam. What happened to Dame injury-wise? I don't think he's going to be able to come back, but he did win the 3-point contest. Trade back. Okay. Yeah, so the Portland's in good shape. They're obviously a super young team. I'm not trading with the Bears on principle, so we're trading with 28 with the Texans. I will get the best deal possible for you. There you go. All right, now we're on the clock at 28. Here's our board. I can give you a position. Why do you need more than 15 starts? You need more than 20 starts. The track record for quarterbacks who have under 20 starts is abysmal. Really, you need closer to 30 starts to be successful in the NFL. The numbers are just insane. Taj, what's up? What's up, big dog? UCLA cooking this weekend? Playing the Gophers, I know that. D-line? Okay, we can go D-line. We can go Caden McDonald then. We'll go Caden McDonald. Would they have? I mean, I don't know if they have to fire Chauncey Billups, but I think his contract just gets canceled if he goes to jail. They beat Minnesota today. I know Texas has taken they've won the first 2 against number 11 Alabama. They had a nice bounce back. I like Abney, good pick. I might like AJ Halsey better. We need a safety a little bit more. A&M took the first 2 against LSU as well. What about when you're the GOAT? Well, there you go. Well, the GOAT also had more than 15 starts. Both GOATs. I'm really considering going to the spring game next month. It's next month? Jeez, y'all spring game is late. Go. I'm sure it's a cool time. If my friend's there, I'll hit her up and tell her to say hi to you if you go to the spring game. All right, Skylar Bell, wide receiver out of UConn. I don't hate him. I have 2 guys I would take right here. I have 3 guys I would take right here. Let me see the safeties. Okay. First safety, Genesis Smith, 98 on the board. We are at pick 82. We pick again at pick 97. Terry's contract didn't get cut out. We had to cut him off to get us. Yeah, but they didn't wait. They could have waited. Centers, there you go. Sam Hiked, 84. Jalen Farmer, 88. Jake Slaughter, 90. Hiked, good call. That was one of my 3 guys I would have taken right there. Good pick. There are 2 picks I'm making right here. There are 2 picks I'm making right here in 97. Why aren't you at Coachella? Who, me? Or Taj? Lewis and Hill would be amazing value at 82. I agree, and we waited, and one of them is still there. Coleman, who is my OG. Coleman's fine. I would take Hill here, but Coleman was the other guy. I had 2 there. I would take Hill there, but that's fine. Because we could have got Emmett Johnson right here at running back. See? This is why we know wait. We've taken D-line, corner, wide receiver, center, and halfback. Safeties, we need a safety. 170, Michael Taft. We pick again at 163 and 167. Ghost Hunter, what's up? Me? I don't live in California. Coachella aim, I think. I agree. Safety. Taft. All right, we're taking Taft. Oh, all right. We got tight ends, we got corners, we got guards, we got D linemen. I got 2 guys I would take right here. The Rockets just might have the worst offense in NBA playoff history. Without KD, yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. Well, good for the Lakers. Tight end, Eli Raridan. We'll go tight end. Mock drafting is a lot more fun than being around people who are drunk or drugged out. True. My buddy's girlfriend, who was 30-plus years old, flew from Texas to Coachella without him last weekend. She wild like that. I'm like, you too old for that shit. Klubnik. All right, we're taking Klubnik. It's not the worst pick. But mock drafting is fun. We love a good mock. Like the Lakers give up 1 million rebounds and 1 million turnovers and still won. Şengün, absolutely. Yeah, Şengün was bad tonight. Rushi, we're going to tackle. Offensive line, never a bad pick. She belongs to the street. Tell your buddy he'll definitely find better. Will he? Will he? I don't know if that's true. She's a doctor. She's a surgeon. She is an ex-party girl. But she is a doctor. Surgeon. And my buddy works for a baseball team. As a clubhouse, my guy. I think Katie will return home to Seattle when the Sonics. I agree. Katie to the Sonics. If the Sonics come back, that's weird. Devontae Jackson, that's a good pick. We pick again. We pick back-to-back 234, 235. We pick back-to-back the Vikings. So one of these picks is getting traded in real life. Obviously not here. There's a lot of games tomorrow. How's your buddy doing in Seattle? Taj, my boy Terrell's doing good. He's busy as fuck, he said. I think he was on vacation recently, but can I see the corners? Yes, sir. You can see all the cornerbacks you want. Actually, a good list of corners here. Some good corners here. He said he's got, he's doing the draft. He's got a plan for the draft party, which is a bitch. And then he's got a plan for the ring ceremony, which is an extra bitch, and the Wednesday night and the opener, the season opener. They're already planning for the season opener. DJ Harvey. But my other buddy just visited him. He was in Seattle with his wife for her birthday. Surprise birthday trip for her this past week. Ask him if he convinced Seattle to trade up to 20 so Dallas can get another day 2 pick. Is this last pick? Yes, this is the last pick for us. Dallas is trading up to take Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles, but now they're getting cooked. They're getting cooked. Trade down to last pick. I'm not trading down. You're picking at 244. Get over it. Oh, my God. Here, you want the exact last pick? There you go. They're not going to accept it. The Broncos won't take it. They won't give me 2 picks. So you're not trading. You have to draft. Brent Thorson. Who the fuck is Brent Thorson? Oh, my God. I have to search. Not P. The punter. Okay, we could use a punter. Okay, we could use a punter. That's fine. It's a good pick. It's going to give you a shitty grade, but I'm okay with a punter. Punter. I'm nervous that the Phoenix series will be tougher than most people probably think. Maybe. See, they would have liked Halsey over Abney, but other than that, ooh, they hated your Michael Taft pick. Overdrafted Michael Taft. I kind of agree. B+, not bad. Not a good, not great. Fine. You get a passing grade from PFF and me. Down to 12. I'm stealing the Slurpee machine from 7-Eleven. That's a steal. I had them trading up to 6 to get Downs. Punter. It's crazy the Seahawks was one of the first pro sports to not visit the White House in like 50 years. Seattle's a bunch of fucking crybabies. What did you get? Probably an A-. I get like a B+ or A-, but it depends. The punter fucked you, so... But the end was bad. Ooh, this is bad. But we're going to go... Ooh, can we trade back? Yeah. Ooh, that's not a good fucking trade back. Let me go here. We'll go there. I've never gotten a B. B+ at minimum. There are no good trades there. Ooh, I love this. We're taking AJ Halsey. Even though R. Mason Thomas is my guy. Yeah, we'll go Darryl Jackson. Nussbus? Nussbus. Ephesians Sycock. Wait, that's not his name. I already got a Halsey. I need a fucking center. Cole Wisniewski is not a bad pick here. Let's go tight end. I still need a center. We'll go Nick Barnett. And then we'll go Andre Fuller. We'll pick them in the wrong order. And then I need interior offensive lineman. I need a center. Kenyon Sadiq. I got a B. Oh, my God. Horrible draft. I 100% am trading back here. We'll take Jermaine McCoy. Is Addison getting traded? I do not know. I don't think so. I think they're just going to ride or die with the gang. Klubnik over Nussmeier any day. They're both terrible. I say you do a mock. Vikings have 3 weeks to pick up Addison. They already picked up Addison's 5th-year option. I do never get B's. That was terrible. Bullshit. That was the worst. That was also the worst first-round board I've ever seen for us. I'm taking Connor Liu. We'll go Ted Hurst. I'm not taking Aller there. Fuck Aller. He's a bitch. I can take Aller here. I'm taking Katron Allen. Not Aller. I could take Klubnik here. Yeah, I like Nick Barnett. And I like TJ Guy. I like both those guys. We'll go Luke McRae. Hell yeah, Clubby. Are they going to bitch about my double corner picks? I like both those corners. Fuck you. I'm not taking Darnell Jackson over Connor Lou. They could suck my dick. B+, mediocre. I didn't see that. Yeah, they said, they said it a while ago that they were picking up the fifth-year option. All right, I'm going to take every trade. I'm going to do Ghost Hunter's idea. Every trade offered. Checking. If anybody wants to trade. All right, Chargers want to trade. Let's see what I can get. Offer trade. All right, I can't get that. What if I give him 196? Can I get this one? Ooh. How about 86 and 123? There you go. All right. There's another trade. We'll keep trading back. The Jets want to trade back. Can I get 44? Can I get 103? Can I get 140? Can I get 178? Can I get the rest of the Jets draft? All right, how about this? Why can't I get 44? Can I get 44 for 82? How about 123? Okay, how about 97? All right. All right, we got 5 trades. Here we go. Trading back again. All right. All right, we're trading back again. Can't believe we went from every team having their first to having 0 trades between picks 6 through 24. Yeah, there's going to be 18 billion trades this year to the chaos of this year. Yeah, there's going to be 18 billion trades this year. How many future Hall of Famers in this class? I don't know, at least 2. Rams trading for Dak and 1 or 2. You know, it's going to be Joe Burrow. It's Joe Burrow. It's Joe Burrow to the Rams. 2 or 3 more busts. Remember the one draft class where the Vikings were at 7 and they didn't pick till 9? Yeah, the clock. That was because of a trade with the Ravens. They were trying to get a trade. The NFL had to revamp their entire system because of that bullshit. That was the NFL's fault. What in the anti-Sean McVay is this? Packers jump to 32 for Cease. The Packers don't have the ammo to jump to 32. Do you think Will Anderson was... I do think he was a little overpaid, but he definitely... You got to pay a guy, you got to pay a guy. Sometimes that happens. Can I get 74? Can I get 74 for 230? How about 196? Okay, we're cooking, boys. All right, we just keep trading back. I'm going to end up owning every fucking pick in this draft. Fucking Ghost Hunter is the absolute worst. You are the worst. Okay. Ghost Hunter's the worst. I just keep having to trade back. That was the 04. Yeah, we drafted Kevin Williams, so it's fine. We will. They're not. Will Anderson was underpaid. He should have gotten 51 a year. We know why. Okay, Brandon. Trust. Positional values meaningless. Means nothing if your team isn't aggressive in free agent. True. Ravens still got the guy that messed up the trade. That was Terrell Suggs after all. Everybody got their pick. Jacksonville got who they wanted, Byron Leftwich. The Vikings got Kevin Williams, who they wanted. Everybody worked out. You're welcome. Fuck you, Ghost. Ghost Hunter's just fucking cucking me. Did the Sooners win today? I have so many picks. I'm trying to get rid of these picks. Hold on. Let me try and get rid of these picks. Okay. Can I get rid of more of these picks? Oh, my God. I'm trying to get rid of these picks. Oh, my God. They're just... No attempts remaining. There you go. I can't take a trade with the fucking Panthers now. All right, it's cocked. Good. It got blocked. I can finally draft. We're drafting D'Angelo Pons. They wanted to be stingy. They can suck me up. Oh, wait. I'm giving them way too much. What am I doing? I'm like giving them all this stuff. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. All right. Broncos can't trade either. There you go. We're drafting again. I'm trying my best. Can you trade future picks to accumulate the most picks? I'm trying, Nathan. I was trying to trade for future picks. But don't ever use that word ever again, Flame. Nobody's mogging anybody. Goddamn Zoomers. He had the opportunity to pay Will Anderson his number as a salary and went $1 million too cheap. Yeah, but 50 looks cleaner. Dallas shouldn't trade up for the impact player, just trade for Max. Dallas Dockster is the one that failed Max, but that was a conspiracy. The Raiders are done. They're not trying to trade him. I believe so. We won ship and gymnastics. Nice. Good job. This is the start of a great rebuild. So much draft capital. Dallas Doctor is doing the Lord's work. Now Dallas can. I agree. I told Pete. He was upset. Can any team stop the Browns? No evil. Can you accumulate the first 3 picks in this year's draft? Probably not, but I've accumulated every other fucking pick in this draft. All right, the Broncos want to trade again. I'll give them 50. Can I get next year's picks? Can I get next year's second? How about next year's 3rd and 4th and 5th? Okay, how about not next year's 5th, but 257? There we go. We picked up a couple picks next year. All right, we got more trades. We're moving back to 67. And we got the Raiders. How about the Raiders second? Can I give picks to the Raiders second next for the Raiders second? How about the Raiders 3rd? Yeah, let's offer this trade. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Vegas. You can suck me up. I can get my own pick back. What the fuck, Vegas? All right, good. Vegas is being gay, so fuck them. Do we already take a wide receiver? We didn't. We'll take Chris Brazile. No trades. All right, we can actually fucking draft. Oh my god. Do we have a corner? We already took Pont. Fuck. We're going Grayson Hall. We need an interior guy. Brazile is a grown-ass man. More trading! The failed physical stuff has died down. I haven't heard anything. Because the trade market is just dead. What if Baltimore drafts Thieneman at 16? That would be insane. Baltimore fucking will put 70 safeties out there. One trade. The Chefs at 109 for 74. You're going to have to give me a lot, KC. All right, we got a 3rd round pick next year. Oh, my God, more trades. The Ravens want to trade now. You guys are breaking my brain. I hate this. I actually hate this. All right, what if I throw in 257 to this? How about if I throw in 257, 235, 234? Let's get rid of that. Okay, how about you throw in this and I throw in that? Oh my god. The Ravens are being real fucking stingy right now. All right, they're not. I mean, I had like a 90+% chance. Sabres play today? Yes, they play Sunday. Are the Aggies making more moves in the transfer portal? We need a linebacker now because our fucking linebacker blew out his ankle today. Our starting linebacker, Sanford, blew out his fucking ankle today. Haven't heard what it is, but it looked like a broken ankle, dislocated. It looked bad. Not great. Not happy. Our kickers at least made kicks. This is all Zay's fault. I agree. He didn't want to trade with me. Oh, no more trade, so I got to draft a fucking player. I actually like Connor Lew. We're getting a center. All right, the Buccaneers want to trade. Give me 155. Give me 195. Fuck you. Suck me up. There we go. 3 trades. Let's see. 88. We'll give him 86. Can I get a 4th next year? Yes! I got a 4th next year. I already drafted a fucking trade. Let's go. 101 for 88. You're going to have to give me a 3rd next year. How about if I give you all these fucking stupid picks? Can I offload all these picks? 75% chance. All right, we'll make it. Yes, they denied 100% chance trade. I don't know what to do. We're cooked, chat. Okay, they're not taking these trades. They can blow me. Okay, they don't actually want to trade with me. They're actually terrorists. We're going to take LT Overton. Oh, I want Coleman. Fuckers. Give me a 4th next year. You can suck me up, Papa. Okay, I don't know what to do if they won't offer. Like, they're not accepting 100% trades. I want more picks. I guess guys, I've literally broken the trade machine. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. There, I finally got a fucking trade. You guys, I'm going insane right now. All right, we got another 4th next. We have a 76 4ths. Just quit. No, we're grinding. We're gonna finish this. We have started on a mission. I started with a goal. I'm gonna be like LeBron James. I came in here with a goal. Look how many 4ths I have next year. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 4ths and 2 3rds next year. This is amazing. I love it. Can I get rid of all these picks? Carolina, you fucks. I want a 1st next year for the rest of my draft. I want a 2nd next year for the rest of my draft. All right, I don't know what to do. I'm trying. All right, they don't want to trade. They can blow me. I'm taking a D lineman. 1 trade. All right, you got to give me a 4th for next year. Thank you. I'm just going to acquire all the 4ths. Chat, we have all the 4th round picks. I don't care. I'm forcing this trade. Teams keep wanting to trade. I'm just going to collect all 4th round picks. I'm the 4th round pick merchant. I'm the fucking 4th round pick goblin. We're drafting in 2027. We're not even drafting this year anymore. We're drafting in 2027. More 4th round picks. More 4th round picks. More 4th round picks. No, I can't get any more 4th round picks. How about Dallas' 4th round pick? Yes! Guys, I have 3/3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I had 13 fourth-round picks. Behold my accomplishments. Behold. All right, I got some more picks for this draft, so I get more fucking picks next year. All right, I got a 6 next year, boys. More. JD, what's up? Ghost Hunter is torturing me. With the 4th round, the Vikings select 32 of the highest rated players left on the board, according to Mel Kiper. Oh my God, I'm losing my fucking mind doing this. Everyone's out of 4th round picks because I've already taken them from them. Oh, can I get a 6th? Yes! Guys, we are cooking. Everyone still wants to trade. All right. Can I get a can I get a tally for 2026? Give me 218. Can I get a fucking 2-6? Can I get 2-6 for this? Can I get a 6 on the 7th? Yes! All right. We did it, boys. There are no more trades. We have 2 picks remaining. I'm slick. I have every 4th round pick next year. We could trade up for the number 1 pick, guys. All right. So we only have 2 picks left. I think we've made like 3. How many picks have I made? I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've made 7 picks so far in this draft. I currently have for 2027 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have 27 picks for 2024. It's pretty good. After they fail in the playoffs again, talk to me about Jordan Love. I don't want to hear it. You can't bully me when Jordan Love is your quarterback. I'm unbullyable. All right, hold on. We might have to give some picks up to go get this 4th. I want another 4th. You fucker. Fuck you, Washington, you bitch. Give me that 4th. All right, Washington could suck me up. I'm drafting. We're not trading. They can suck me up. We did it. Thanks, Taj. It would be a record for draft picks. Yes, everybody agrees the Bears sucks, and they're zesty. What are the Jags currently picking in this month? I don't know. Guys, we successfully completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We completed 25 trades. We still got an A for our draft. We got an A draft grade. We completed 24 trades. We picked up 17 million picks for 2027, and we got a fucking A for our draft. Unbelievable. I'm done. That was all the trades. I'm done with trading. Do the Bears? They're too zesty for me to draft. We're going to draft Caden McDonald. We're going to do some other stupid. Oh my God, the Bears have a shit ton of picks. Draft another running back. Draft another linebacker. We're drafting all defense all the time. We're drafting a corner. We'll draft a guard. Oh, they got a big gap between picks. They have a bunch of early picks and then a bunch of bullshit. Draft a receiver. Everyone likes Delp. Does nobody like Delp? Does everyone like Delp? What do we? I can't get a reading on Delp. Delp has a 6th round grade. His grade is like in the 200s. How'd I do for the Bears? My stupid mouse. I'm going to break this mouse. A B. All right, I'm going to draft the best available player for the Raiders every time. We're drafting best available. I'm just drafting number one player on the board each time. Oh, I did the Vikings again. God damn it. It defaults to the Vikings. I can't even see him down there. All right, here we go. Best available player each time for the Raiders. I only did first. I hate this. I'm gonna jump into traffic. I hate everything. 7 rounds. Just the Raiders. Get rid of the Vikings. There we go. All right, Colton Hood. More corners. More corners. Do Miami with no defense. Oh my God. Everybody. Oh, we hit 15 likes. Good job, guys. Oh my God, Nussmeier again. More quarterbacks. I'm gonna end up drafting like 4 quarterbacks because they're Dante Corleone, the Godfather. Yep, another quarterback. We now have 3 quarterbacks. 3 quarterbacks, another tight end. Yeah, because that's when we a fullback. More tight ends. This was the worst. I hate it here. How do we do? Oh my God, we got an A. We got an A. Am I playing with people or bots? Bobby, I'm just mocking against the fucking computer. And we're doing challenges now. We've gone silly at this point. Miami without defense. Got it. Oh my God. I hate everything. It just defaults. PFF, I like you, but I fucking hate you. Defaults to the Vikings. Everybody's a nerd. Everyone's playing a lot of 21. Raiders are playing a lot of 21 personnel. How about 31 personnel? All right, what did we say? Dolphins, no defense? Dolphins, no defense. All offense, baby. Oh, I should have went Boston there. I'm retarded. We're redoing this. Hold on. We didn't say just best available. We said all offense, no defense. I'm redoing this. I get a new chance. As a nerd, I can confirm I am a nerd. Nice. Ooh, Carnell Tate fell to us at 11, boys. We're cooking. Omar Cooper Jr., too? Oh, we double wide it out. We double wide it out? That's not a real thing. Chase Basantis, not a bad pick, even though he's fat. Mike Washington, okay. Okay, center. Sam Hiked, another guard. Boys, we are cooking. Drew Aller, good pick. We might actually have cooked, guys. I don't need Carson Beck. We'll go another wide receiver. Another tackle. I mean, Lord of the Rings is good. It doesn't make you nerdy. It just makes you cool. Another running back. Can I get a tight end? I need a tight end. Do all special teams pay? There's no special teams people. That's just an F. A- for the Dolphins, all offense. Oh my God. All right, I'm getting tired. I'm worn out. You boys have worn me out. It's going to be a busy week. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We got daily sports content. We will be live 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday for the entirety of the first round of the NFL draft. I think we're going to have some fun. Do we want to play some games, like some draft games, some drinking games? We can have fun. I'm trying to think, like, do we take a drink if someone gets a trade every time someone says this is a blue chip player, some stupid shit like that? We can have fun. I don't know, but I'm tired. I want to get some sleep. It's been a busy, long day for me today. But we'll be back. All the content this week. Probably going to be live Thursday and Friday for the NFL draft. Hit the like button or else I'll make your team accept every and all draft pick trades. Unbelievable. Who do you think will win Rookie of the Year? Cooper Flagg, but I'm hearing Brooklyn. There's absolutely no Brooklyn players. It's going to be Cooper Flagg or Con Knipple. I would vote for Con because he played in meaningful games, but Cooper Flagg is going to be the better player. Take a drink every time the Vikings don't pick a player they need. They're nice. Night's in. Take a drink every time a white corner gets drafted. We'll be sober all night. Drink every time a football player is drafted, I'd say. Flame VJ Edcombe also there. Yeah, VJ will finish in third. He's not gonna win. VJ's been great this year, but Skull JD. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. The draft is always a incredibly fun night. Legendary crash outs. So yeah, I appreciate everybody. Have a safe rest of your week. Bronny James gonna win Rookie of the Year, even though he's the most water cups held in NBA history. Have a safe rest of your week. Enjoy your time. I will see you guys on Thursday. I hope everybody's team drafts who they want them. Be here on Thursday night. Let's have us a day. Like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you tomorrow.